everyone. So we are here to do a fun video because we love games, we love word games, we love all kinds of games, and because we love storytelling so much, and we believe that the best idea wins, right? What we're going to do is there are lots of ideas in these chits, okay, which none of us know about, and when each of us gets an idea, we're going to say in how that idea can be seen through a different format, right? So it could be a book, it could be a podcast, it could be anything, but the best idea wins, the best execution wins. Basically, if one person is able to envision that idea in the most forms, wins. Okay, now don't ask me what the prize is.
Is there a prize?
Yeah, so
is the question.
Okay, but before that, I'm Michelle, this is Tara, the founder of Bound, and that is Aishwarya. So we are the core team of Bound, and as I said, we love games. Okay,
yeah,
so let's
play some
begin.
games. Okay, Michelle.
So Tara, you pick one.
Oh God.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I got childhood games from different cultures.
Ooh.
Oh my God, this is so difficult. Okay, childhood games from different cultures. So the first thing I can think of is like that Ouija board. What is it called?
Yeah, Ouija board.
Ouija
Yeah.
board. Yeah. So like the first thing you think about is like a story around like the Ouija board.
Wow.
Maybe
Okay.
like a movie. I know it's cliched, but I'm just thinking like a movie around like
So
calling in
children playing in the Ouija board.
yeah,
wow.
supernatural element. And then in terms of like an article, this is actually really interesting. Like maybe like an evolution or a history of a game that we play, like kabaddi or something like that, you know, Kho, something. And I can't really see it as a podcast. Can either of you?
Children's
No, but you're not
games.
allowed. You can only
Okay,
pick your
I
idea.
give up on the I don't think childhood
So
games
two.
from different cultures
Okay.
can be made into.
So two forms. Okay, great. All right.
I don't know about my first try, but hope to do better second time on.
Okay, let's do this. Body transformation through surgery.
Wow.
Whoa.
Okay. It's a tough one.
But interesting.
Okay, so if it was a book or an article, like a written format, it could be sort of an expose into the plastic surgery industry.
Nice.
If it was a podcast, it could be a podcast by someone who has, say, done body transformation for medical reasons, like they needed to do that for some reason, and then they sort of talk about their experiences and they speak to people and they sort of bust myths about the idea of body transformation.
Nice.
That would be a good podcast.
Yeah,
Right?
actually.
Let's
Yeah.
create it.
Yeah, what are we waiting for?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what is left?
Any form,
a movie,
you can pick
a
any
screen.
format, yeah.
Okay. For the screen, I'm thinking.
Okay, it's rapid.
Can't do. Okay.
Okay.
It's okay. So two, both of you two. Let
I
me
will
see.
forfeit.
Okay, I hope I am lucky to get three. Okay. What do I get? Oh my gosh, gadgets. Good, bad, maybe. Okay, so I'm not a gadget person, but let me think. So if it's a book, for example, okay, let's take the evolution of a mic. I would love to know what was the first audio equipment that probably came out. Like, you know, like how from cavemen till today, I would love to see like a research, non-fiction book. And if it's in an audio format, if it's a podcast, I would love to interview gadget gurus, like tech gurus. But I'm not a tech person, and I think I find it interesting to always see how the other person does it. So I think I would love to do that. If it's a movie, so I had seen a very interesting documentary of women in the audio space. Sound engineers were women. They were erased out of history because, you know, as everything, men are in the forefront. So I think I would like to see a movie about women who are, you know, in this space, kind of like that movie
Hidden Figures.
Yes. So I would like that.
Okay,
Yeah,
these
so-
are really good
Yeah.
ones, Michelle.
Cool, so
really,
continue.
really awesome.
Michelle has clearly thought about this more than we have, so we have
Clearly.
to buck up and we have to
I swear, it was
compete
just,
with Michelle.
Like I was blabbering now, and I
Okay,
realized,
come
like,
on,
okay.
competition on.
Yeah.
Okay, so I got hip hop, music, and dance. So I
that's
love
a nice
dance
one.
movies.
That's
I
fun.
absolutely love dance movies. So I would love to see sort of the Indian version of Step Up. like street dance, like a Gully Boys.
Was
We
there?
have, we have ABCD and
Yeah.
there are.
Okay, well, it exists already, but I didn't know it exists, so I still get that one. In terms of a book, again, music history, I love sort of like you and like you, I love sort of looking at like the evolution of a thing. So I would love to take one aspect of music history in India and see its evolution. Maybe rap, because I know that that's sort of this burgeoning thing, and it's a discussion point with the movie and all of these things, and see sort of like a book about how it first started out and how we've co-opted.
Right.
I like also thinking about like co-opting Western forms into Indian versions, so that fusion is interesting. And music is great for a podcast. I mean, the first thing I can think about is the lives of musicians, interesting lives of musicians. You know, I would love to like know about like maybe a history podcast, music history podcast about the lives of amazing aspiring Indian musicians, or just speaking to sort of musicians today, like
I mean, someone apart from Badshah probably.
or
Badshah
like
Honey
even
Singh.
like dance. Like I love dance. I know you love dancing, and you do too.
Yes.
We're all dancers.
Yeah.
You do Bollywood.
I like Bollywood, freestyle.
I did Kathak, I did classical, and you do Bari dance.
Yeah, I do belly dance.
So I would love to even speak to like
that's nice.
dancers in India. There's so much. I love this topic.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay. And by the way, you can go beyond 3 formats. Okay, the winner gets the one who comes up with the most is the winner.
Okay, that was not a rule that was told to us
I didn't know
before.
that.
Okay.
Tara has finished her 2
So you
trials.
thought it was
so-
fleshing out an idea? No, it's the
Tara
most
has
number.
finished her 2 trials to Bata. Okay. Career shift.
Ooh.
Love it.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, so if it in a book format, it could be like a self-development book on if you want to do a career shift, then how to sort of go about doing
How
that.
to.
Yeah, like a how-to book. If it was a podcast, as a podcast, it could be a podcast about people who have done a career shift at any point and how successful or unsuccessful they've been, like what their journey has been like. Have they successfully been able to shift? Did they try to shift and then go back to doing what they
Like
were
real
doing?
real stories, like from
Yeah, like
from
real
the ground.
stories and not necessarily just success stories.
That's why
I like that.
Yeah, like who
because-
failed and who. Yeah,
That's
interesting.
important.
Yeah, because a lot of podcasts focus on sort of just the successful people, but also then is the failure really failure, or did you just gain some more knowledge and then come back and apply it to the field that
I
you
think
were
we're
already
giving lots
in?
of ideas to her. So anyone could start, start a book, which is great, right?
Yeah, and then a movie could be like a tamasha, which is about someone who is in a career where they are unhappy and then they shift the career, but not tamasha.
So the movie Tamasha, but not.
Yes.
Okay.
Very nice. Cool.
That's
Okay.
interesting.
Wait, more formats. Okay, as a newsletter.
As a newsletter, wow, see, that's what.
As a
Amazing.
newsletter, it could be sort of an analysis of a breakdown of an analysis of what is it that actually makes people shift careers. So like every
The psychology behind it.
So
yeah, the psychology
trigger
behind
or
it.
that what makes you move.
Yeah, like the psychology and the sort of cultural background that gets people to shift a career, or on what basis do people choose careers, and that could be sort of a serialized thing
Very
where
nice.
every time it's a
I
different
love
trigger.
newsletters.
Yeah, right. But why didn't we think of
love
that form?
newsletters,
Very
yeah.
nice.
Okay, then a web series. Now I'm just gonna keep endlessly going on. Now my competitive spirit is coming out. Okay, then you have a what was I saying? Web series. So you have a web series which is about 2 people who are transitioning careers and moving into each other's careers, and then their love story.
Wow, I love
You thought that's
that.
a good idea. Just think of on the fly. I have to say.
Exactly, yeah.
I was like,
And
how
that's
can it
something I
be
could
different?
envision,
It
like,
needs
on
to be
screen.
fiction. Everything is non-fiction.
Yeah.
So it's like that can be a web series. Is there anything left?
There are so
There can
many
be
forms.
music. I guess there can be a song. About
I like where this is going.
like an album which is about shifting
You forgot
careers.
poetry.
I did forget poetry.
Yeah.
I can't think of poetry.
Okay.
You're done.
I'm done.
You're good.
You're done.
You're good.
Okay, I'm done. Michelle.
Okay.
But this is so
Wow.
interesting,
I
you
can't
know, it's
beat
like
that, I think, now.
Coming
so.
like ideas
but-
out of each
So
bouncing
that's the
ideas
last
off each
one.
other.
Okay, let me see. Last try. If I can beat that. How many forms? 5 forms.
I have no
She
idea.
did 5.
5, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, travel on foot. Oh gosh. Okay,
I love it.
so
Good topic.
let me see. So if it's a book, of course, a book we just recently read a very cool book, which is obviously Shadow City, right? Taran Khan walked Kabul and she figured Kabul. So like that, I would like to travel, to a place, but probably. To a war zone, because I mean this can be sound a little grim, but there's a woman that I really follow. I find her very inspirational. So she's a woman, I'm sorry, can't remember her name now, but she had lost her limbs when she was walking amidst I think mine what do you call it?
Minefields.
Yes, minefield. So suddenly, it exploded and she lost her limbs. But right now, she's one of the most inspirational women in India. So what I think is, traveling on foot can have a very different meaning in an area which is in a minefield, basically. So something like that. How do you navigate traveling
that's interesting.
in that zone? Okay, so maybe that's a book. Podcast, I think probably I would, because we love interviews.
Yeah.
I would love to interview people from very different geographies. I mean, like for example, different continents. So maybe one from Australia. What is it there like walking by foot? And in the Middle East, for example, where I grew up, like we couldn't walk outdoors because it was very hot. Like
Same
really,
here in Bombay.
gosh, very hot. You can't imagine. Right? So
Yeah.
how would someone navigate that? Right, so I would say different geographies. Okay, that's podcasting. Gosh, I have to beat Aishwarya. Okay, if it's I
Now
would say
people can see
if
how
it's a-
competitive the Bound team is.
oh gosh, yeah. No, okay. So let me say another format that I like is YouTube, just like how we are shooting videos. So YouTube shorts, like because I think people love short videos. YouTube shorts of just people speaking about, I would say, one aspect about walking.
Instead of speaking, what about following them?
Wow.
Like following them
Yeah,
into
like-
crazy areas. Or
Yeah, like actually on foot, you're right.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that's so cool. Oh, you're letting me win, I think.
no, this is what we do. Like in our editorial
No, I
meetings,
know.
we're like
We
taking one thing
usually,
and then
yeah, this is how we brainstorm, so we are getting the brainstorm
I
board.
think after Michelle is done, we should all just say all the ideas that come to our head that we were not able to speak because it was someone else's turn.
Yeah. No, really, we have a lot to add, I feel. So, yeah, I think that. And then I think nothing else. Okay, yeah, so if it's a web series, I would love to see. So there was a series that I really liked where this man just took his camera. He went about like not a very professional camera. I mean, kind of like his own way of storytelling, where he would just go to different places, shoot the people around him. So the paying guest who's living there, the landlady, all of that. But everything was done by foot. So I would love to see it as a documentary series. It could be any.
I have something to add to
Yeah.
that. Do you know the show Travel with My Father?
No.
It's a very interesting show.
That
So
sounds
this
so
young
cool.
guy is traveling with this like his 75-year-old father to like remote places and
Okay.
stuff. And his father is like this stodgy, like funny English guy with like a black humor and stuff.
Okay, wow.
So like maybe we do like an Indian
Yeah,
version
like
of
I think
that.
walking as with a companion is so
Yeah,
much better. Wow. Okay.
This is the comedian.
The
Jack.
comedian, yeah.
Oh,
Some-
nice.
yeah.
Okay.
Very
Wow, I
good.
love
Go.
how we are.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are like literally executing the ideas in our head. Okay, so I think that's it that comes to mind right now. So
Well done.
And we are at the end of it, and clearly we have a winner. It's Aishwarya for having
No,
the
but
most.
I have to add, it's not about quantity and bound. It's about quality.
The quality
No,
of the
that's-
idea.
Yeah, no, I would say quality and quantity, because a lot of people ask us actually, when they see our social media feed, they're like, oh, it is just such a small team, but you guys do so much. So yes, I think both that way. But
That's
anyway,
true. That's true. It's
So we
about
do-
that, and it's
yeah.
about we have a lot of fun with these ideas.
A
Just
lot.
creating something that doesn't exist before.
exactly,
Yeah.
and it just
Putting
goes to
it-
show you that you can take an idea and then make it anything you want it to be.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So I hope that as much as we enjoyed it, you have enjoyed the video. And if you would like to see us do more of such videos, please let us know. We are at Bound India on all social media platforms. Okay.
Thank
cool.
you.
Bye bye.